Last night, interesting performances because we looked at the huge slates. So Carolina's in Winnipeg and Florida versus the Capitals. And the Capitals doubled up the Panthers, and the Jets, without Hellebuck, shut out the Hurricanes. Not that it's a big power shift and it's just one night, but those are some heavyweight tilts that were decidedly won by the Caps and the Jets.
So I would say, two things. Winnipeg, I feel like there's some juggernauts out west, and I think there's some really good teams out east. And I don't know if Washington gets enough love for being, we'll call it the juggernaut type of team. They just win every night, it seems like. And they've got, I did them live 2 weeks ago. In the last couple of weeks, I've seen them twice live, and then we'll watch them a bunch. There's just no weakness on that team. They got good goaltending, good D, 4 lines that can play. They're big, they're mean. They don't have to beat you up, but it doesn't hurt that you've got a guy like Duhaime who can fight. You've got Tom Wilson. Like they've got really good depth there. Watching, I kept my eye on that game because I thought that was unique. There was tied there for a while. So, you're at 2-2 and thinking, okay, there's a 3-point game because you're watching the standings constantly. But it was some flex for some top tier teams. And I think in the end, I still think Florida will be, I think they just kind of cruise into games and go, yeah, we can do what we want here type of thing. We won last year. We know how to do it. But I look at Winnipeg and I think that team is just, I've been waiting for the drop off. I told you guys before that, they get to January and February and they got everybody believing, including me. Where's the drop off? Where's their 2 week where they hit the ditch? Haven't seen it this year. So some heavyweight tilts that, tilted in the way of the teams that have been quite consistent all season long. And that's Washington and Winnipeg.
Yeah, and those aren't the teams at the top of the futures board. It's Edmonton, it's Toronto, they are kind of under the radar for conference leaders, which feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Edmonton just kind of, I don't know. They did it again last night. McDavid just said, okay, they pissed away. I think they were up 2-1 and then, or no, it was 1-0 going to the third. Yeah. And then they, 2-1, they're down. They tied to make 2-2. And then McDavid just goes, I'm going to be a video game here in overtime just for fun and put Connor Brown on the board. It's just stuff like that. Like Edmonton, I think is a pretty, solid bet of a really good team. I look at all, the Leafs are a good team. You saw that last night. They're a pretty good team. I still think there's holes in their lineup farther down their roster. Guys like you want more from Domi. I don't know if you noticed him last night much, like guys like that. Right. Like I think that every team that we talk about top tier has a few warts, has a few things on their wish list. We'll see if they get them at the deadline or not. I mean, it seems like our pets' heads are falling off with all these trades and all of that. And, the teams that need it, they either got to be proactive here because I feel like the trade deadline is going to come around and there's just going to be bit pieces trading here and there because all of the big stuff has been been taken. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see what, between now and the trade deadline, what team believes they're going to fall off, what teams believes they need a little bit of help to push over.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.